Yeah. All right. Go. Gotta slowly pull it down. Turn it off right now. There we go. Welcome to the stream. Maybe I'll keep it going a little bit. We'll have it going a little bit in the background. Tiny bit. All right. Welcome to the stream. On today's live stream, we have something very special for you. I am bringing on two guests. One is Hagop. He runs operations and sales for Experiment 27, which is our seven-figure agency. Also, we're going to have my co-founder, Robert Indries, on here. He runs A&R Ventures, which is our investing company, owns X27, owns Lead Shark, Taplio, all these other companies. And in today's stream, I wanted to get as in-depth as we possibly can. I wanted to show you how we made 10K in the last week. I want to go through some systems that we're using on LinkedIn, on cold email, and some other platforms to generate revenue right now. And just try to be as open, straightforward as possible about what's going on. And then, if you stick around, we also have a special offer for you as well, something brand new we've been cooking up. So I'm excited for all of it. So let's jump in. If you're excited, let's get hyped. If you're excited, leave your location in the chat. Where are you coming in from? I see Sachit's here. Mohammed is in the chat here. Sachit says hi. Div Sharma says yo. Sachit says hello. Jeremy Woods. Hey Jeremy, what's up, man? Philip, let's go. So if you're hyped in the chat, let me know where you're coming in from. Dave's coming in from Maryland. Super cool to see. Other Dave coming in from Florida. Shayan's coming in from India. Very, very cool. Sachit from India as well. I'm also coming in from India. I am in Delhi right now. Muhammad from Indonesia. Jimmy Sale from New York City. Super cool. Super, super cool. Esmai from Dubai. A lot of people in here. Vadik from India coming in from LinkedIn. This is I think our first cross-platform stream that we've done. We're going on LinkedIn and we're going on YouTube. So it's great. Philadelphia, Scott from Philadelphia. Inmar, love to meet you from London. Dan Hughes from Tennessee. Very cool. Very cool. Sachit coming in from India. Mohammed from Pittsburgh. Bogdan from Germany. Amazing. So, yeah, Div. Damn, we got the world in this stream. You are correct. Very, very cool. So, let's go. Oluwatosin from Lagos, Nigeria. Very cool. Hagop looks like mafia in the thumbnail. Oh, you'll see. It doesn't look like that normally. I think those are wedding photos. So, without further ado, let's get this going. We got the rock music playing. I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. So let's bring some people in. The first person I wanted to bring in is my co-founder at X27, 7 figures in sales. In the last 8-9 months, close to 8 figures across his career. One of the best salespeople I know. This is Robert Indries. Come on in, Robert. Let's go.
Hello. How are we?
I am excited, man. I'm freaking pumped. So I wanted to let's talk about X27. Let's talk about where we are right now with the companies and what we're doing right now to grow.
Yeah. Well, X27 has been an amazing journey for us. Ever since I think 2015. So it's been 7 years now running. It's literally been such an amazing ride because, as you know, Alex, for us it was literally a lifestyle business. I mean, like, we're just nomading, going here and there. We just had our laptops, and some internet. Sometimes without internet, we had to make do. But we definitely had a ton of changes in, how we do business and how we operate as a team and, the exact way in which we do stuff. So in the past year, we've shifted a lot into perfecting the way we deliver and perfecting our products in a way that allows us to scale much more. We've had amazing success with that thus far. We've had some issues with some employees or things of that nature, but that's business, so that never goes away. Anyone that believes that goes away at one point has not been in business long enough.
No, in fact, it seems like it's just more and more of it just gets worse, I guess. Internal politics, hiring, firing. I was talking to Vishal today. The first time he had to make a fire was 3 months ago, and he was so sad for the person that we had to fire. And he actually put it off. We paid probably an extra month of salary. But this time he had somebody to make a fire. He's like, I'm just going to do it today. I'm going to make it happen.
Yeah, it's like the first time, you don't know what to do. Like you're confused, you're torn, you really like the people, because that's the truth. You don't hire people you don't want to work with, right? You hire them because you like them, and then they end up not being competent or not having a good dynamic, and you just literally need to go your separate ways. And we had to do a bunch of that stuff at the latter half of last year, but we're back in good positions now. We're delivering for clients. We're literally caught up on all of our accounts, which is super cool, because it's not easy. Marketing isn't easy, and we've been told so many times by our audience that we make it look easy, and we're happy about that. We're very happy that's the vibe that we're giving. But we're literally on every account every single week. Our team is looking at, okay, how do we generate more leads? How do we generate more leads? How do we generate more leads, right? We do that every single week for each one of our clients. And when you have dozens of clients at the same time in parallel, different industries, different targets, different messaging, different case studies, everything changes. It's not like doing it for yourself. It's definitely totally different game. But we're succeeding. So we've been growing steadily, and we're investing in software a lot so that we do what we do even better. And the software looks amazing. So I think we're going to talk about it maybe later. So I'm not going to say too much.
When we have our ops guy, when we have Hug Open here, I want to talk about specific niches, things that are working now for agencies, all those different things. I would love to talk about the ecosystem we've built, because a lot of people watching the stream, a lot of you out there don't understand what we've been building in the last 12 months, because it's not just X27 that we have. So Robert, if you want to kind of talk about what is A&R Ventures, what are we building? Like what business what do we even do? If someone's like, what business do we run? How would you describe it?
So I think the easiest way to describe it is A&R Ventures, as we built it, is a company focused on building companies that help businesses thrive, right? So that's what we do from a revenue standpoint, right? We're not talking about anything other than growing your business. If you're at $500,000, how do we get that to 2 million? If you're at 5 million, how do we get you to 20 million, and so on and so forth? So that is the main let's say deciding criteria whenever we invest in a company, or we build one from scratch, or we start new courses or stuff like that. So right now, what's in AR Ventures? So we obviously have X27, which is our lead gen firm. We've been very, very successful at that for over 7 years now. All in all, across all of the businesses we're going to talk about today, we've generated over 200 million in revenue, closed business for our clients in the last 7 to 8 years, which is fantastic, right? And you can see it just now. One of our clients that signed up, I think 2 months ago, Hagop can tell us exactly, but I'll just say this one example, and I'll let him speak about other things if he wants to. But they're very niche, like very, very, very niche. They're like, we only work with this type of client. I was like, okay, well, let's try. Guess what? First month, they closed a huge partnership deal, right? That might make them millions, right? So immediately they got, like a 100x return on something that they didn't even know, that might work, right? So that's X27. Outside of X27, we have the Institute of Sales. So why did we create that? So we created that company because we were sending a lot of leads to people, and many of those leads were not converting into business. Like literally, they just simply weren't. And so we were looking at our clients' accounts, and we're like, dude, how can I send you 70 leads, qualified leads in your target audience, and you didn't close one? How is that? How, like, what's your close rate? Like, literally, is it 1%? How? Like, you can't win with us. You can't win in general. You can never win with the 1% close rate, right? And so we realized from our clients' feedback that they don't know how to close in the cold market. Very good. Like, clients used to tell us, oh, once we get on the call, 50% close rate, no problem. BS. That's not true. That's true if they were introduced, if they get a warm intro, if like there's some trust built already there, or things of that nature. But when it's 100% cold, right? I don't know you exist. I don't know what you do. I don't know if I need your services, and so on and so forth. Like, if that's the context that you're going into, you need to be really good at sales, and only then can you win. So that's why we created the Institute of Sales, to literally level up all of the companies that we work with from a sales perspective. So now we're helping them generate leads for themselves, and then we're also helping them close the deals, right? We do pipeline reviews, like we talk about their deals, and what they have there, and we just take that forward for them, like we help them. Another thing that we've been building and working on, as probably many people know, is Email 10K Ultimate, which is basically a cumulus of all of the courses, all of the know-how, everything we've gathered from working with over 350 companies until now. 350 paying companies that have paid us to grow their business, and we've succeeded every single time, right? So from that experience, we took all of that and we put it into courses. We used to sell these one by one, as many of you guys know, but now we have everything in one package, right? And you pay it's sort of like a Netflix for everything we provide. And that's actually one of the only places where you can have direct access to either Alex, myself, or someone else on the team, right? Because we're there, every week answering questions for people.
That's the one I like, because I'm on there every single week. There are, I want to say, around 80, 81, 82 active members paying $200 a month right now for access to all of our courses. Slack community is popping off. Every single week we're in there doing tactical changes to cold email campaigns, even helping with Twitter, LinkedIn, and it's good for me too, because it keeps me sharp. For instance, if someone's asking me about LinkedIn and I haven't done a LinkedIn campaign, all of a sudden now I'm on Expandy. I'm signing up our team to grow Taplio. Like, I'm running LinkedIn campaigns. We're running. Me and Vishal sent over 10,000 cold emails in the last 7 days just for offers outside of X27. So the coaching stuff is huge for me, and it's huge for the 80 plus people in the group as well.
Yeah, and we're just getting more and more. I mean, we started Email 10K Ultimate, I would say, weeks ago, maybe a few months ago, and we already have 80 people signed up, right? So it's literally growing much faster than we even expected, than we anticipated, which is super cool. And so that's one. And then another thing that we have, you already briefly mentioned, is Taplio. So Taplio is the ultimate tool when you talk about growing your audience, reach, and business on LinkedIn. Like, it's literally, there's nothing like it right now. And I'm not being biased. We literally did our research because it's AI-driven content based on already viral content. So when you look at already viral content in the inspiration section, you say, oh, this thing in that niche, because you always choose your own niche, right? So you say, these are the topics that I want to talk about. These are the, this is where my audience is. Just as thankful for the coaching. We're thankful to have you. So basically, we have in there every tool you need to become an influencer or become incredibly influent within your audience via helping you creating posts that actually people like and engage with and like, and so on and so forth. And on top of that, we have a bunch of automation. Like, for example, if someone likes, or comments on your post, you can DM them directly or send them a connection request or stuff like that. So it's much more natural. It's much more organic. And you can do that with just a few minutes a day. It's crazy fun. Like, it's the first time when LinkedIn actually became fun, because until then, we have a course that's LinkedIn X that, by the way, you get if you sign up for Email 10K Ultimate. But in that, we teach people how to do LinkedIn the way we do it, and we do it very, very successfully. However, you need to use Sheets. You need to, like, in Sheets, you like track every like, like how many messages did you send, like what else did you do, and so on. Like, you track all of that. With Taplio, everything is tracked for you. Like, you just see, like, you even have a CRM in Taplio to see all of the people, that like them that you've reached out to. It's much, much better. And then what else do we have? We launched the book.
Yep. Cold Email Manifesto. Me and Robert co-authored a book, book on cold email. Number one on Amazon in the, what was it? Marketing,
business writing, business writing.
We're on top for a while. Number one in business writing. We're ranked number one if you just search cold email on Amazon right now.
It's
over 60 reviews. We've sold over 1,600 copies in the last 2 weeks, which is great. It's super fun. Feedback on that has been amazing. Before you guys start buying all this stuff, because I see some people are like, how do we talk to Alex? We have to join Email 10K. We have to do all this stuff. I was going to wait a second to introduce this, but I want to show you this now because of all the demand here. So let me show you this real quick, and then we can continue on. So I was talking to Robert. I was talking to Hagop, who we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk to Hagop in a second about what's working today when it comes to agency growth. And we were going through all of the offers that we had. Let me show this to you. Everything that Robert was just talking about. Let's share my screen. Get my screen going here. Everything that Robert was just talking about. And we realized we have all of this stuff. Let me scroll through his testimonials real quick. Everything from, we have monthly strategy sessions with our highly experienced management team. We have calls with Robert going. We have a done-for-you email outreach service where we are doing this stuff for our clients. We're doing cold email campaigns for our agency clients. We have Taplio, which is the AI for LinkedIn. We also have SEO for agencies going. We've got paid ads for agencies going. We're spending tens of thousands of dollars a month on paid ads. Maybe more.
Millions in a year. Millions a year.
Yeah, millions of dollars a year.
We're managing millions in ad spend a year.
Okay. Millions in ad spend. So then we also have LeadShark, which is our cold email database, and Institute of Sales, which was and is regular checkups, so daily checkups with your sales team in order to keep them accountable, weekly deal progression calls, monthly team huddles, and 24-hour access to on-demand sales training materials. Plus, all of these courses, Email 10K, Cold Email University, LinkedIn X, Twitter 10K, and I'll break down more about what these are in a second. But it comes down to, we had all of these offers, and we were trying to figure out what's the best way to get these offers to you. And from that, we decided on this new package, which is called the Agency Game Changer Pack. And the purpose of the Agency Game Changer Pack is we will add $10,000 per month to your agency and teach you how to scale it, right? Instead of you going through a course and having to do it yourself, or you joining a coaching program and having to go through and still do it yourself, or even maybe you joined X27 and you have us do it for you, but now you're missing the learning component. Instead of that, we want to write all of your cold email scripts, book your sales team solid, close the deals for you or coach you how to close the deals. And we want to teach you how to do it all in one 3-month program. So we want to combine everything, right? We've booked meetings with hundreds of brands. We're spending millions of dollars on ads. We're growing agencies left and right. And we want to give you access to everything for one low package rate. And in order to get pricing, in order to do all of that, the next step for you is to go on over and book a free call with our sales team. So we've got this Calendly here. You're going to put in your email on that page. And then you're going to go to this page and you're going to find open available slots. This is going to show up. And you're going to book a free consultation call. The next step on this page is going to be some qualification questions. So make sure that you qualify. This offer is going to be around $15,000 total. I'll tell you that much. So make sure that you have that ready to go. And if you do, then go through, book a free call, and our team will talk to you soon. You'll get on the phone with Robert. You'll get on the phone with Hagop or Philip or some of the other agency growth experts from our team, maybe Jeremy, they'll coach you through what to do next. So if you're interested in this offer, go ahead and do that now. I'm going to leave this banner up so you can see for a free call with our team. Assuming you qualify, you can do that. And now, with that being said, I did that because a lot of people are jumping into Email 10K. So don't join Email 10K because this comes with 3 months of Email 10K. Don't join X27 because this comes with a full X27 management package, right? Don't do anything in the next 9 days except for join the Agency Game Changer Pack. All right. With that being said, let's go on over. Let's talk back. Let's jump right back into our interview with Robert, and let's keep going. What do you guys think about the Agency Game Changer Pack? Karan says 4 clients booked a meeting in the last 3 days after reading the book. It comes with the book as well. So this Game Changer Pack also comes with access to cold email manifesto. Sachet also says your book is amazing. Sachet says, Jimmy, if you want coaching from Alex, then you have to sign up for Email 10K. Well, if you want coaching from me and the sales team, trained sales trainers, and Robert, plus all of our recorded materials, then the way to do that is to go on over to agencygamechangerpack.com and book a free call. This initial call is going to be totally free. This is the most valuable offer that we've ever done. And Robert's going to say something in 1 second. This is the most valuable offer we've ever done. And this is something that I wish existed when we first started. So go on down there, book some calls. And with that being said, Robert, you had your hand up. Let's talk.
I had 3 things I wanted to mention based on this that I feel are super important to say. So you touched on value a little bit. So all of those things together, like if we literally add up, this is exactly what we're selling at. So if anyone buys, done for you email outreach, if anyone buys, Institute of Sales, if anyone buys all of these things separately, the total value of everything, if I remember correctly, was around $28,000 for 3 months, because it's 3 months of everything, right? So it's something around those lines. It's definitely over 25 grand. I can't remember the exact number, but we crunched the numbers and we got that down to 14,000 something. And some of you guys can say, I don't have 14 grand right now. Guess what? We have payment options. So we even came up with that, right? If the agency is very small, we have some payment options. Obviously, it's the cheapest is to go like pay everything up front. However, if you can't afford that, we have you covered. Just book yourself a call on that link, and then the sales team will help you get you signed up. It's going to be incredibly affordable. And so something that you said, we came up with the offer of everything that has to do with done for you and do it yourself, as in teach you how to do it. So we are going to get the leads. We're going to write the emails. We're going to reach out to them. We're going to book the calls for you. We're going to help you on the sales calls and so on and so forth. So everything is done for you. We're going to help you. At the same time, we're going to give you 1,500 credits in Lead Shark. We're going to teach you how to write the email script specifically for you. We're going to hop on the sales training calls for you to see like how you can book your own meetings and so on and so forth, like more effectively than you ever had, and so on and so forth. So they're both combined. We will do it for you and you will do it together. We will do this together and we will agree on niches. Like we are going to hit this, you're going to hit this, so we don't overlap. And that is what you would call immersive learning. Like you're literally there doing it together with us. You become part of our team and you're not doing it for us. You're doing it for your own agency. You're doing it because you want to succeed on your end and we want to succeed on the done for you aspect as well. And at the end of the day, if you look at, the offer, how we've created it, at the top, you'll see we want to add at least 10K of business to your agency, by the end of the 3 months. So the reason we put a specific number and not a percentage is because we have clients that are making 5K a month, like literally, and then they're working with us on coaching and, to grow their business. And we have clients at 20 million a year, right? So it's like almost 2 million a month. So we have clients of all shapes and sizes, but we wanted to put something very, very specific there and say, okay, you're going to spend 15 grand on this. And if you don't close deals of at least that much, there's definitely something wrong with either your business or your offer or the target market you're going after, and so on. And just figuring that out in 3 months and pivoting to something that will actually work and then make you millions and that you can scale is worth so much more than 15 grand. Like literally, like Alex and I have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on ideas that did or did not pan out. Like it's literally like many times we said, let's try this, let's try that, right? And every single time we would make money, but we would spend 100 grand, maybe make 110 grand. With other things, we would spend 100 grand, make $1 million, right? So, but it helps us pivot. It makes us smarter. It's always self-sustainable. So that's basically what we want. We want after those 3 months, we want to put your agency in a spot that it's so much better than it ever was up until that point in time. We can't hear you, Alex.
And we say 10K a month, like Robert just said. But some of our clients, we just had one at X27 book a $50,000 deal within 2 weeks of signing up with us.
Sure.
And we've had agency services come in. Me and Div just closed an agency deal for, it was over 10 grand, within a couple days of talking to clients. So sometimes you just get really lucky and you make the entire investment back within a couple weeks. So we will add 10K per month to your agency. If that sounds unbelievable to you, then you just need to think bigger, because it's a lot more than that. If your offer hits, you can make a lot more than 10K per month.
Yeah.
Quick. That's it. That's all. That's it. You align the offer with the target market. And now, with that being said, so first of all, go down and book this call. I see dozens of you are coming in, which is amazing. I know Robert and the team are excited. Everybody's excited to chat with you. With that in mind, let's get a very special guest in here who has worked now with dozens, if not hundreds of agencies as of right now, managing cold email campaigns, running these campaigns. And he's going to talk about what is working right now when it comes to growing your agency. This is the head of X27. He runs ops for us. He is great when it comes to selling and managing the scale of email campaigns, PPC, SEO when it comes to agency marketing. Come on in. This is Hagop. Welcome to the stream.
Hello. How are you guys?
Very good. Right. How about you?
Amazing. Thank you for this amazing introduction, Alex.
Of course. Thanks for being on here. So let's talk about you, because I think this might be the first time that people are seeing you. There we go. Perfectly centered.
Exactly.
So let's start with an intro with who you are, what your background is, and how you interact with X27. What is your thing in X27? But right before that, So Chill says, offer us a money back guarantee. So there are hard costs when it comes to signing up. If you're worried about guarantees, that sort of stuff, I highly recommend booking a call and talking it out with one of the agency experts. They'll be able to answer all of your questions. Dave, I wish I could do this. You're going to be very surprised at the financing options that we have. So Hagop and Robert went through intense negotiations to make sure as many people as possible could qualify when it comes to financing this over a year, over several months. That way, when we say $15,000, it doesn't mean you have to have 15 cash in your bank account right now. You'll be able to jump in with a lot less than that, assuming you qualify for the financing option. So I would not let that stop you from booking a call. Just as says, teaching high-value skills that will always generate revenue. You're right. Every business needs marketing. If you can do marketing, you're good to go. And that's what we teach in the courses. That's what we coach you through. And if you're running a marketing agency, that's what we do for you as well. We line up leads that will close. Div says, let's get Hagop in to talk numbers. I agree. So let's do that. All right, Hagop. So what's your background? What do you do at X27? And let's talk some numbers.
So I'm the director of operations right now at X27. I've been working with the company for more than a year now. The team is amazing. Honestly, we're super blessed with amazing people that working with us, high business ethics. They give everything they have to the work. Like, we can never even complain. They're doing the best job ever. Not to mention that we have the best CEO who's here.
Let's answer the question on everybody's mind. So Sachin says, how much cash will be necessary? Sales says 14K. And yeah, this offer is, I think, what, 14.5? 14,500?
14,200.
Yeah.
14.2.
14,200. So when you hop on the call, it's a free call to join. Just make sure that you're ready if everything aligns to commit 14,200 to growing your agency across the next 3 months.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep moving.
If I remember correctly, we can, they will get all of the answers on the sales calls. But if I remember correctly, the down payment to start is as low as $1,000 something. No exaggeration. It's literally $1,400 or something like that, right? It's very cheap to start, but we need the commitment, right? Because this is a 3-month venture, right? That we're going to go into both.
And that answers your question, Sachin, which I just threw up, which is how much cash is necessary to get started. Robert said it's as low as $1,200 or $1,300.
Yeah, 1,000 something. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Feel free to keep asking questions in the chat. And now let's let Hagop run without interrupting him for a solid couple minutes. All right, let's go.
No worries. So yeah, I joined the company, as I said, more than a year ago. I have experience in B2C and B2B. I've been in this industry for more than 10 years now. And that's it. Basically, that's a quick summary about me. Let me first start by, I heard you were telling the audience here that Hagop will talk about the niches that are working, right? Well, I was thinking to share another part of it, which is like, imagine last month we had an industry that we had a client that works in the transportation and relocation industry, right? Which, if you think about it, like outreach is not an amazing fit for it. Guess what? Just after 20 days of running campaigns, they already closed their first deal. And that deal was enough to cover the entire investment. Imagine. And guess what they do? Transportation and relocation in the US. So like crazy, when the sales team brought this client, I was, a little bit nervous. I was talking with Robert, like, what are we going to do? It's a new industry. Guess what? Our secret sauce worked on this industry too. So then when we're having our weekly calls, we analyze that what we actually have right now is enough experience and tools to kind of work in all industries, right? We also have another client who's working in the medical industry, which is super tough, again, in the cold calling and the cold emailing and all that stuff. Guess what? He's been working with us for almost a year now, and definitely successful campaigns. So I already gave you a couple of examples that usually are super hard industries to target. And imagine about the rest. Like, imagine if we have a client that he's in the web design industry, development, SaaS. Imagine the success that we're doing there, right? Having like weekly meetings, monthly sales, like crazy stuff, honestly.
Let's talk in detail. So there's a video editing client that I think Robert knows a lot about that I want to talk about in a second. But first, let's talk about the transportation client. So you said they signed and then they closed a deal. First, let's start with what was the offer and what's the deal size? And then I would love to transition that into what did X27 do? How did that come together? And go into detail. Let's talk details if we can.
Sure. So do you want me also to share how much their contract with us was? Like, what's the deal with us, and then what's their average deal size and what we did?
Yeah, let's go. Let's be as transparent as possible.
So they signed with us a yearly contract of $6K payment per month, right? And we promised them outreach, email campaigns, and we also promised them nurturing. Now, people out there that wonder, like, what does it mean in the nurturing? Nurturing means that we go one step further and we respond to the campaigns, we take it personally, and we try to book meetings for the client, right? So he had that offer with us. We started the campaigns. Definitely at the beginning, we go slow, right? There's a warm-up period, and we're always honest with the clients. As you said, transparency. So it starts slow and it ramps up. So only after I'm not sure if it was 2 or 3 weeks, but let's say 3 weeks, we were able to book a meeting with a huge company in the US, right? They jumped on the first call. It was amazing. They shared that news with us. After a week, they jumped on a second call, which was a proposal call, and they had such an amazing proposal for them that the client signed the contract there. It was an 80K deal. So imagine their investment with us is for 72K, their yearly investment. They covered their entire investment only with one deal, and they made also 8K plus, because like crazy.
So by the time they
Uh,
made the 80K, how much had they paid us?
just for 6K.
6K in month
6K.
one. So when you guys are
Yes.
talking about the agency game changer pack, this is X27. That's the X27 portion. So we're not
Yes.
messing around here. That's
No,
an
no, 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 no.
$80,000 deal. That's $80,000 in revenue that would not exist without us. And that's just the beginning. That's month one, right? If they do one of those a month, it'll be good. But they're not going to do one of those a month. They'll do like one every 2 weeks. Like that's if we only do one of those a month by the end of the year on average.
I want to add something on top of
Yeah.
that, by the way. When the sales team closed this deal, it was just for 3 months, right? They wanted to test it. Even us, we wanted to do a trial period because if we believe that we're not a good fit, we just simply shake hands and say it was really a pleasure. We tried our best, simply cannot work. Usually it doesn't happen, but we're also open to that, right? So after that closer, they automatically signed the yearly contract with us. So
Yeah.
like,
and that's
crazy.
the way it is, and it works. A lot of
Yeah.
hype, aka sizzle. You're right. That's the point. Let's sizzle it. Let's get you guys excited because I am really excited about X27. What other company can you just come in and they just do everything for you when it comes to sourcing the deal, teaching you how to close the deal, making sure that your case studies are aligned so that you can book cold emails. And then at the end of the process, handing everything over to you. So you can basically, if you wanted to, run it on your own. But because we know that you're going to decide at the end of that year-long period to keep going with us. Like, who else is that transparent? Who else is that awesome? Robert, let's talk about the New York City agency that got the insane ROI. Very similar story, actually, to Hagopes, but in another completely different industry.
So I was in video production and video editing, I think is the one you're referring to, which we talked about not long ago. So we're doing basically the same thing for them, but we're also doing sales enablement. So we were helping them. It was part of Institute of Sales. So we were helping them close their deals, nurture their leads, and so on and so forth. After, I think, the first month, they closed around 60K or something like that. Like they closed tens of thousands of dollars. And then in month 2 or something like that, they closed like $200-something thousand, right? So they literally made like $250,000 in deals, in closed deals, right? More or less. I can't remember the exact numbers, but that's where it was in 3 months. $250,000, like hundreds of thousands of dollars in 3 months. And they paid us in that 3 months, I think it was $8K a month for the year, because they were doing like $96K for the year. And so for 3 months, it was $24,000. So they paid $24,000 and they made like $200,000, right?
And these are the kind of ROIs that we're seeing across our clients. When the offer works, like we're saying, when the offer works, when it all aligns perfectly, this is something that can happen over and over and over and over again.
Yeah. I mean, and it does happen. It's not that it can happen. Like we've been doing this since 2015. Every single year, we're generating results for our clients, right? And this is without exception. Every year, we've been generating much more than we were being paid, right? So it's just at the end of the day, it's a return on investment, but you need to make the investment. If you're not going to make an investment, you can't expect a return, right? We've had people in the past coming to us. Hagop and I laugh our butts off at this. We're like, do you do commission contracts? We're like, I don't need to do commission contracts. I've proven myself in this industry time and time and time again, hundreds of times across years and years. If you want commission only, go get the student, right? Like go work with someone that has something to prove. We have nothing to prove. We've already proven everything. So if someone wants to work with us, the only thing they need to do is say, okay, here's my money, let's make this work. And by the way, you're going to spend the money or the time regardless, right? And we tell people this all the time. And this has happened so many times. People come to us and say, oh, you know what? I can't afford $8,000 a month. I need to do something else. Like, okay, fine. Guess what? 6 months later, they come back and like, hey guys, I want to work with you. Like, okay, you just wasted 6 months. Bravo, right? So that doesn't need to happen. We always do the best we can with the budgets we have, and we're always super fair. It has happened on occasion where, let's say, we said in 3 months we're going to do this, and then what happens is that if we don't reach that for whatever reason, it might be the client was delayed on some stuff. It might be, it was Christmas, or it's like people are off for August. I don't know, like various things like that. No worries, we'll catch back up. And guess what? We catch up at no extra cost. Someone was asking about guarantees earlier. In the offer, we guarantee 15 qualified meetings. Right? 15 qualified meetings. If you don't close not even one of them, then we might have a problem, because you'll also get sales coaching, right? So you need to be invested, because we're going to do this for you for 3 months to accelerate your business and bring you and your business to a whole different level. And once that happens, you're going to need to take that right further. We can obviously help you after the 3 months if you want to keep working with us. However, you will have everything you need to take it forward. So you will be guaranteed 15 meetings, 15 leads, 15 qualified leads we will guarantee for you. We will teach you how to nurture them. We will teach you how to hop on calls with them, and so on and so forth. And something that we're going to do is, if we do not hit that 15 target in 3 months for whatever reason, I don't think it's going to happen, but for whatever reason, we will keep working for you for free until we do. No exceptions, right? If we need 6 months, we're going to work for 6 months. Hagop is going to hate me for this guarantee, but we are putting that in there, right? So it's on us 100%. Once you make the commitment, we are committed to your success in that time frame of, like what we can do for you. So if it's 15...
This is one thing that's special about this specific offer versus just joining agency, just joining X27. Because instead of us booking the meetings, not only are we booking the meetings for you, we're training you on how to actually close the deals. An actual trained sales trainer is texting your team every single day to make sure that you are asking the right questions. We're in there developing the questions that you need to ask to actually close the deal, then holding you accountable. I'm talking to you every single week, right, inside of Email 10K Ultimate. So if you don't succeed with all of that happening, I don't see it, right? That's the entire thing. We're trying to create as much of a sure thing as possible, and pricing it in a way that's a no-brainer, because
you can't have excuses. We're making it so you can't have excuses. No excuses. We did it for you. We taught you how to do it. We held your hand. You cannot have excuses. This is a no BS, no excuses. At the end of this, if you didn't succeed, it is because of you. You have something. It's either some mental blockages that are not allowing you to. And I'm not joking, Hagov. Like, you're laughing, but there are some people that don't want to shift. They're selling something in a certain way that doesn't work, and they're like, no, I want to keep selling this. We had a client, if you remember, someone selling websites for $25,000, and their case studies were crap. Like, I wouldn't pay $500 for the websites they're making, and they're insisting that they need to sell websites for 25 grand. I'm like, you need a better dev team first. You need better designers. You need to improve your product if you want to sell this at this price. You can't just sell it at that price and think, oh, people will be stupid to give you that price. No, they're not stupid, right? So you need to focus, right? And then if you focus and you do what we tell you, because we're going to work on your offer, we're going to work on your messaging, we're going to work on your targeting, we're going to work on everything for you, with you, so that you have no excuses. If you don't succeed, there's definitely something holding you back, and we're going to help you uncover that.
Another factor, by the way, that I want to...
Oh, go ahead.
Another factor I want to talk about is that the thing that differentiates us from other agencies is that we act as if we are your partners. We're your marketing partners. Like, we never treat our clients as if they're our clients. We get their monthly payment and that's it. No, we have an account manager who jumps on weekly calls with them. He helps them in everything. Sometimes even, honestly, they want to hire another team without interfering X27. We even help them. Like, we literally act as if we are their partners, right? We change strategies by the end, for example, by the end of the contract or after 3 months, if we felt that, okay, let's stop doing outreach, let's focus more on SEO and PPC. Guess what? We just simply do it. It's not like we like, if we feel that this thing is not working, we just stick to it. No, we're always proactive. We change. We help our clients. So I wanted also to highlight that it's not that you are buying just the service. No, you're buying the service, and you're not buying. You're kind of partnering with the entire team that's ready to help you.
Agreed. And let me show this comment real quick. Could I do this as a total beginner agency owner? Because this ties into what Robert just said as well. The guy that wasn't ready to sell $25,000 websites. What's cool about the 3-month process is you could start, let's say you have no case studies. We could sell the first website for $2,000 or $3,000. Then you have a couple weeks to build the site, get the case study. And by the end of the 3 months, you might be able to sell for $25,000 or even $50,000 a website. So this is a process that takes place over a long enough period of time that you can completely change your business. We've gone from $0 to $600,000 in ARR in 30 days, for X27 when we first started. And we've seen this at X27. There were a few periods where we added something close to $1 million in recurring revenue within 3 months. So that's a very realistic estimate, to go from nothing to small sales to succeeding with those sales to continually increasing the price and getting you to the point where you're able to comfortably close these $25,000, $50,000 projects. It's very realistic. And that's something that we can do over a 3-month period that we wouldn't be able to do if we were just doing it week to week or month to month.
Alex, and also if you want to mention that we have only limited spots, it's not like...
I did want to mention that because I see people coming in, and it was 20 spots for this call. And I honestly think maybe we should even end the webinar because we're completely booked, or we're going to be booked. But let's keep it open for a little while longer. We will close this though very soon. So guys, make sure if you're going to book a call, we do it. You know what I'm saying? Do it before we run out of spots here. We want to be able to talk to everybody to give them our full attention. And we know if we close too many, we're not going to be able to do that. So let's make sure, one, if we're booking a call, that we're qualified, that we're ready to go. But two, if we're going to book a call, make sure that we do it right now. So go down to Agency Game Changer Pack and book a call right now.
Yeah. And it is important that we need to limit this because we will be taking on a lot of clients at the same time, right? So it's basically, we can't take on, 100 new clients and onboard them and deliver for them at the same time. It's just, yes, we're used to taking on maybe a new client a week, right? And so on. And then, we just go with the motion. But the reason why we have 20 seats for this is, imagine we will have 20 new clients starting on the same day for all of our services, right? So that's why it's a first come, first serve deal. If you book a call with the sales team, they will talk with you. And then based on that, they're only going to have one chat with you because otherwise I'm guessing they will be booked, because these will be hour-long calls. So on that call, they'll take you through everything. They'll give you all of the answers you need. They'll show you the contract. They'll show you what's included. You can make a payment there, to the down payment at least, or whatever, right? Everything can be handled. And if you pay the down payment, your spot is secured. That's the only thing you need to do. And obviously you could pay for all of it. And that's even better because then you're done. But if you have the down payment, you're done. And then from that point onward, if you're in the first 20, obviously the team will let you know, like the sales team will let you know. And if the 20 spots are done, we can probably tell the sales team to stop accepting calls, maybe in the latter half of next week or whatever, right? So.
We will tell them to stop accepting calls, and hopefully we're able to warn everyone before they sell out. But if you go to Agency Game Changer Pack and the website doesn't load, it's because we've closed the offer. So this isn't something that is going to be around next month. It might not even be around. It definitely won't even be around in 9 days, but it might not even be around tomorrow. So make sure you book the call. And it's not like you have to put any money down to book this call. Get down there, make sure you book the free call as soon as you possibly can, because I I want to talk to the team and make sure we haven't even filled it up, because I think we're close to filling it up, not filled already. Jimmy says, booking my call now. Great. Look forward to maybe you'll talk to Hagop. Let's see.
Amazing, Jimmy. Also something that's important. So even without we have a time frame on this, so we're just doing this now in the next couple of weeks in June. So we will just have everyone sign up now in June, and we start everyone, I think, on the 1st of July or 2nd of July, something like that. Dave said it seems full. Okay, so I don't know if it's already full. Sorry, Dave, but please try again.
All right, so what you want to do, Dave, if it looks like it's full, so you want to sit here. Let me show you this screen real quick. So inside of this, by the way, I'll show you guys an awesome video we made in a second. Inside of this, it's going to find open available slots. You want to stay on this page for a second while it does this. It might take 2-3 minutes to just go through everybody's calendar and show you available.
People are clicking on stuff.
Yeah, we still have, right? There are still a ton of slots, time zones available here. So we have plenty for you guys to book in on. So if you're not seeing any, that's why. It just takes a second for them to load it.
But we have 4 salespeople ready to take calls, right? So 4 people on our team, and they're not really salespeople. Like we have myself, we have Hagop, we have Jeremy, we have other people on the team. And this is what we're doing right now. In the next few days or next couple of weeks, we'll make ourselves available. But you cannot get this in July, because in July 1st is when this starts, right? Like when all of the services for everyone start at the same time. And so up until then, we're accepting this. We expect, again, to be filled up very quickly. But if I noticed someone asked if they can buy this in July. No, you can't. Even if we don't close 20, like worst case scenario, if we don't close 20, we still have, we still close the doors on this now in June.
That is very true. So let's talk about, let me ask you this, okay? Some people are wondering, if they're a new agency owner, is this something that they're going to be able to get value from?
Well, I mean, everything we do is, and everything we teach are fundamentals, right? It's not like you cannot use our techniques at when you're smaller, when you're larger, whatever. We've used these same techniques to take X27 from $0 to $1 million in a year. And then other companies that we own, we've done the same for, and other ventures and for our clients. And we've also helped clients like, the company Hagop was mentioning, they're doing tens of millions a year. I don't even know, like with literally multiple 8 figures. They're one of the biggest in the US. And they literally just signed up to our service, and it's literally working for them. So it doesn't matter how large or small you are, because we don't teach scams. Like we don't teach schemes, right? We teach, this is marketing fundamentals, right? This is your product, this is your target, this is the message, this is the medium. Like we focus on all of those, and we keep making tweaks every single week, right? On every single thing you do. And then based on that, that's just the standard of marketing. And if we do that properly, you're golden.
Amazing. All right, let's show this video. This is the VSL that we made for Agency Game Changer Pack. Check this out. We will add $10,000 per month to your agency. We will add $10,000 per month to your agency and teach you how to scale it. If you're having trouble scaling your agency, you have to see this. I'm Alex Berman, I'm the Cold Email King, author of Cold Email Manifesto, and I want to tell you about the Agency Game Changer Pack. This is the most valuable thing we've ever created. Stick around, you're gonna love this. Are you booking a ton of meetings but aren't able to close them? Then you'll love what I'm about to talk about. I was thinking about how we could deliver the most value to you. The agency owner that's trying to scale, or the new business owner that wants to make more money and just isn't sure how to do it. And so I was on a call with the team, Div, Hagop, Robert, everybody that is in this orbit, and we were discussing how we can deliver the most value to you. So I got on the phone with the head of X27 to talk about a special offer we could do for agencies. And as we were chatting, it became clear that we have a ton of educational offers, everything from Cold Email University to LinkedIn X to Twitter 10K, Salesman X, all of these courses that teach people effectively how to grow their agencies. But we also have coaching offers. We have Email 10K Ultimate, where I'm on the phone with people every single week and in a private Slack group. We also have Institute of Sales, where a trained salesman will get on the phone with your team every single week and coach them, plus text updates every single day to make sure your team stays on track. And those coaching offers have efficiently helped people close million-dollar deals. And then, of course, we have X27, which is the full done-for-you agency that helps people book meetings with billion-dollar brands, Fortune 500 companies, and rebuild agencies from scratch with new websites, SEO, marketing campaigns, and doing everything that these agency clients need in order to take them to the next level without having to do a thing themselves. So we were talking and we're trying to figure out which one of these offers would be the most valuable one for agency owners. Is it the done for you service? Is it the done with you service? Or is it the done by you service? Which one of those three services should we offer to you and give a special deal on in order to help you more effectively? Is it the done with you? Is it the done for you? Or is it the done by you? And then it clicked. Why can't we have a service that's all three? Why can't we scale your agency for you while coaching you how to scale your own agency and teaching you how to scale your own agency via the courses? Why don't we create an agency game changer pack? What if there was a system that would teach you everything there is to know about agency lead generation, coach you on how to do it, and do all the work for you at the same time? That is the agency game changer pack. We put together the best of everything that we offer and packaged it together at an insane discount so that you can learn how to generate unlimited customers on demand, be held accountable and forced to hit your goals with weekly calls with me, a 7-figure agency owner, and daily check-ins with our sales trainers to make sure that you actually do what you say you're gonna do. And you get to do all of that while we do all the heavy lifting. We're rebuilding your website, we're rewriting your case studies, we're doing SEO audits to make sure that you get traffic. We're doing a PPC audit to make sure that you can scale. We are putting everything in place, sending cold emails for you, booking you meetings. So while you're learning how to do all this stuff, we're implementing for you. That way you can grow as fast as possible and you're fully trained to take over by the time that we're done. This is the package I wish existed when I first started my agency, and now you can have it as one big package deal, as the agency game changer pack. It also comes with access to our lead generation tool, LeadShark, our AI content creation tool, Taplio, and our unreleased internal cold email tool that is booking us a crazy amount of meetings that you can get access to that isn't even publicly available. So if you want results like these, and these, then this is for you. So if you're ready to add $10,000 or more to your agency's bottom line as quickly as possible, then you don't want to miss this. Click the button below, fill out the form to book a call, complete the onboarding questions, and I'll see you inside. This is the moment that you change your agency. Sign up down below, and I'll see you inside the Agency Game Changer Pack. So with that being said, guys, go over there. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll grab some water. And then we'll come back and we'll do a Q&A. So go on over to agencygamechangerpack.com and we'll talk to you in about 2 minutes. Right, we are back. The Agency Game Changer Pack. We got a ton of signups over the break, and now I would love to do an open Q&A. Let's talk about everything that you have. Let's go for this. This will be the final 10 minutes here as we run through any questions you guys have over the next 10 minutes. I'm going to set the timer. When that timer is done, we're done. All right, 10 minutes here on the clock. Let's
go.
Let's go. Let's go. Just S says 0 to 1 million in a year. Unbelievably doable. Like crazy doable. On Taplio, we're going to hit that. On X27, we had 1 million. We're going to hit that. You know, we hit that all the time. On Lead Shark, we're going to hit that.
Yeah.
0 to $1 million a year. Unbelievable. At Westrom, Robert's other agency, he hits that constantly. How long does it take you to make $1 million at Westrom?
It took that was my first business. The first million took, I think, 4 years or something like 4 or 5 years. Well, it wasn't easy then, but this was started, I think, in 2012, right? So this was a while ago, and I was also much younger. However, since then we've been, multi-million-dollar company, and ever since. So it's something you don't really go back on, like once you hit it once, after that you just keep going and going and going. And you might stay at the million if again you have some mental blockages, but you might also evolve and keep growing and then keep growing your agency. So X27 got there in a little over a year. Westrom got there in like 4 years, and then both of them were making millions simultaneously. And then we're adding other companies. We have quite a few that are making higher 6 figures a year, and then overall
it is quick now too, because if you talk about the company value as well, we're close to $1 million now in company value with Taplio in about 2 months. Even our coaching package, where if it's I don't know what, depending on your multiple, we're either close to or almost at $1 million in terms of what the coaching business is worth. So it does get faster and faster. The way that I think about it is you quickly find your level of comfortability, and the goal is to just increase that as much as possible, right? Some people are comfortable at 10K a month, and you throw them in any business and they're able to create a business from nothing to 10K a month instantly within a couple weeks. And some people have that comfortability much lower. You throw them into a business, they won't be able to even make $1 for 6 months or a year. And other people as well are the exact opposite. You throw them in a business and their comfortability is 100K a month or $1 million a month. Like, for instance, if Elon Musk was to start a company right now, it would not be 10K a month in a month. It would be millions of dollars a month, because that is the level that he is at. So our goal with Agency Game Changer Pack is to raise your level. If you're always stuck at that $500 a month level, let's get you to $50,000 a month. Let's get you to $100,000 a month in terms of comfortability, because like Robert said, once you do it once, you're able to do it again and again and again for the rest of your life. Imagine making an extra $1 million a year for the rest of your life. What does that look like?
You know what, Alex? Robert and I, when we were putting this entire package together, all of us actually, but in the previous conversations, I was asking Robert, Robert, like, what if the client says, "Hey, Agop, what if I didn't close anything within these 3 months?" Then we were talking and brainstorming, and we said, you know what? Worst case, even if you didn't close anything, guess what? By the end of the third month, you actually learned how to do everything from scratch and how to generate millions and millions. So we're kind of actually giving all the people, all the subscribers, the tools to generate millions. So it's even bigger than just doing outreach or having one or two calls. All these things that we're providing are so much more valuable. Like
It's much bigger than the 3 months, definitely.
exactly,
So we're
exactly.
doing
So
it for 3 months because it's going to be 3 very intense months. It's like we're going to literally embed you in what we do and how we do things, and so on and so forth. And it's going to be 3 very intense months. You're not going to be the same after that period, right? So you're going to get to a place where after these 3 months, you have now accumulated a certain type of knowledge and skill sets and, let's say, processes within your business, because we will help you do that as well, that you can then benefit from for decades. And we're not joking when we say that, because today, right, June 2022, right, we're using the exact same standards that we had in 2015, right? 7 years ago, we were teaching the exact same things we're doing now. And guess what? We're only becoming better at it, right? And it's so interesting because if you look at that time frame, you can look at videos from Alex from 7 years ago, right? Or 6 years ago, because we started the YouTube channel a year after we started X27. But if you look at videos from Alex 6 years ago, you will see that he teaches the exact same thing he teaches right now. The difference, obviously, is that with this offer, you get direct access to us, and we will teach you directly on your scripts, on your niche, on your offer, right? Someone had a question here with regards to, Dave, Alex. He asked, I'm doing lead gen right now, but maybe I need to switch to another offer and service. We will help you choose the best offer and service based on what you do. Now, not only choose it, but also start selling it, right? So anything you want to do, we will help you do. If you don't want to do lead gen, we'll help you do SEO. We'll help you do whatever, art. If you want to sell art, we'll help you sell art, to galleries, whatever. Alex and I, remember Alex, we're selling DJ stuff. Like we're selling beats, we're selling venues, right? Mm-hmm. We sold anything with this stuff. Like we were selling what, movies? At what point, like we were pitching movie ideas,
documentary services, business books,
anything
B2B. Yeah. The DJ thing was B2B because we were using cold email to reach out to our favorite Orlando-based artists to get them on our DJ show for my little brother. He wanted to be a DJ. Still wants to be a DJ. But we organized an entire show. It was pizza and champagne night. I still remember this. And that was all via cold email. So this kind of stuff happens, and this kind of stuff happens naturally, and it all compounds. Everything that we've done back then, we still think about now, because it all influences exactly what we're doing. Everything in our career has come down to trading up case studies. So I got the job at the New York City agency that I became director of marketing at because I had worked and done cold calls for a funded startup, right? And then I got the junior sales guy job. And then I got the director of marketing job because of the success in the junior sales guy job. And then we started X27 because of the success in the director of marketing job. And then we started growing the YouTube channel because of the success with X27. So it all feeds together. Every success you have, or failure, but every success that you've had compounds, and you get more and more successful the more successful you are.
Yeah. So it's very interesting that that you're mentioning that, because when you look at how things compound over time, and how that works, you're literally looking at these 3 months So, okay, I will use these in this business and then get some form of success, right? And then keep going, keep going. Many people say that you learn a lot, from your failures. Like you fail at something, you learn. Guess what? You learn so much from your victories if you're smart enough. Like you can learn from those. And it's so much better to learn from victories than to learn from failures. If you succeed, like we help you succeed in 3 months, you will succeed at whatever it is you do there. And then that learning you can use to succeed again and succeed again and succeed again and do more, right? The reason why Alex and I were able to grow that fast is because in every role we actually succeeded, right? Alex was put in a junior sales role, he succeeded. He was put in a director of marketing role, he succeeded. We started X27 together, we succeeded. We're getting amazing results for our clients. And we just kept doing that over and over again. And we've won one success to another. We succeeded on YouTube. Then Alex succeeded on Twitter. We succeeded on LinkedIn. We're succeeding with courses. We're succeeding with Taplio, and so on and so forth. So you can learn so much from your successes, right? The best-selling book, right? The first book Alex and I co-authored became a best-selling book in 20 minutes and has stayed a best-selling book on Amazon for over 1 month, right? It has stayed the top 1 best-selling book in its category, right? So we learned a ton from that, and now we'll keep going and keep going and keep using those victories.
Yeah, similar. You don't even mention it. Maybe because you don't think about it. But in order to get the Taplio deal, we got equity from our co-founders. We negotiated this deal. And the reason why we were even able to qualify is because a year before, me and Robert spun up multiple SaaS companies and sold them. In 2021, we sold 2 SaaS companies in order to qualify and become now we've had successful exits. Now people can trust us with more. So it really is about these case studies, and we're open about the size of those SaaS acquisitions. They were micro SaaSes, but regardless of whether they're micro SaaSes or not, they're 5 figures. It's experience.
And you need to start somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. So now,
even remember, Robert, how I started in X27?
Go ahead.
And during the year, we changed maybe 2-3 times my titles, it's keep growing. Because I was all learning all the way up. So
yeah.
Awesome.
Exactly.
So that's 10 minutes. Now is the time. If you see this video, if you're watching a recording of this video, Agency Game Changer Pack is still open. We'll pull it down when this is totally booked. So if you're here and you're wondering, do they still have spots? What should I do? If you're watching this video, if you're seeing our faces, then there are still spots open. So go on down to agencygamechangerpack.com. Now is the time to change your business. agencygamechangerpack.com. The call is free. Let's change your agency in the next 3 months. Let's take you over all the way to the next level. Let's break through any plateaus you have, and let's take you to the top. Going over to agencygamechangerpack.com, and I'll see you inside.